Hey, I wanted to share with you a video of kind of a look that I'll be trying for the first time today ever on myself and also on the camera. I follow a girl on Instagram who I found about a year ago. She's this 19-year-old beauty. Her name's Laura Leth or Laura Leith, and she posted a really awesome tutorial on eyes that I just absolutely loved. It was like a green smoky eye with caramel colors and even a bit of orange, and I just absolutely loved it. So I found out what she used, and she used Anastasia eyeshadow, which they're the singles, and I've always wanted to find an excuse to buy some Anastasia Beverly Hill eyeshadows. I have all the brow products and the contour products that she has, including the highlighter products, but I don't have any of her eyeshadows, but I've heard amazing reviews. People say they're phenomenal, so I ordered everything she said, minus a couple shades that I felt were kind of the same. So I got this in the mail a couple days ago, and I've used it once just on my hand just to see the colors, and I'm loving just from that how amazing it is. So I'm going to be doing the eyes that she did kind of with a little bit of a tweak because our eye shapes are completely different. Her eyes are very open and big, mine are smaller. So I will be using these colors. So it's totally different than what I'm used to. I'm very natural and the same exact look, but this is going to be really different. So this is her. I kind of want to show you real quick. This is Laura Leaf. I'm probably saying her name wrong. I will link her info below. She has an awesome following, and she's amazing, and she's very inspiring, and I believe she lives in Denmark, which is even cooler. And I only found her because of some hashtag I saw, and I was like, whoa, that girl's a knockout, and she is truly talented. So I'm going to pin my hair back, and alongside with doing my eyes, I'm also going to do my face because there's nothing on it right now. Went ahead and did my brows very lightly. I've kind of been into lighter, not so intense brows lately for summer. I just feel like in the summer it's hot enough. I don't want a bunch of excess on my skin because I feel like I sweat a lot for some reason now that I've had kids. I don't know. So probably because I'm running after them. So I just find that less is more in the summer, and in the winter and the fall I tend to get more into a more defined arch. It just depends. So I'm going to start with complexion and then work my eyes. Sometimes people do eyes first. Sometimes I do eyes first. I'm just going to do complexion first because my face is horrible looking. Okay, so I'm going to be using some of my favorite Laura Mercier concealer and SC3. I just take both. Clearly this has been used a ton. And I am just going to use a mirror. And why is this blend? Let me see if it's better just to do this. Sorry, folks. That's better. Okay. So I'm just going to find spots on my face that need to have some concealer, a little bit more TLC on them. My skin has been breaking out like crazy since having my second. So this has been about a year-long process of skin issues. It has a lot to do with hormones, and I believe getting older, because I am not a 20-year-old, I am 29, and this is just so blurry. Sorry. Anyways, so I just kind of did that to touch up before I put foundation on, and my foundation's kind of tricky. I've been using Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid foundation. I believe this is in Nude 40. I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, just a tad, because this is not all I'm going to put on my face. If you see my past videos, you know I mix everything. That's just what you do when you've done makeup before in people's eyes. Becca is my favorite. It's the Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. I've talked about this before in one of my videos. It's a really intense one. It is very heavy for summer, so I'm surprised I'm using it. But to be honest with you, with all my breakouts lately, I kind of have to have coverage, you know. So I just use my buffing brush from Tarte, which is worth the splurge, and I've been using this for about a year, and I take very good care of it, and I wash it with cool water so the bristles don't get melted with hot, and I do that very often so that I can continue to use it. This brush is absolutely amazing. So I just go all over. I both pat it in, push it into my skin, and I also just kind of go around. I'm really lazy when it comes to putting on my foundation. I just put it on, whatever way you like. I'm going to let that kind of sit on my skin and really get blended before I do anything else major. I really love my NARS Vanilla Concealer. I've had this one for a while, so I really need to buy more. I'm just going to put a little under my eyes. Fortunately, I've been getting more sleep now that my little girl is 1 and not a baby. So my dark circles have kind of gone away, except on like, I don't know, a really bad day or night. So I am just going to give that a second to sit. And I'm going to get right into this. Again, I don't put this level of coverage on my face every day. And I don't encourage people to put on this much makeup every day. Your skin needs to be able to breathe. So use BB creams. Go makeup free on days that you feel like you can. Your skin doesn't always need to be covered because foundations and concealers can really wreak havoc on your skin and your pores. No matter what they say, they do. They can really wreak havoc. So we are going to get into, we're going to let that kind of dry. In the summertime, it takes a little bit longer for my skin to fully envelop, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to get right into the eye makeup. I'm going to be using, first and foremost, I'm going to be using this beigey shimmer color for my base. I'm not using any eyeshadow primers because it's summertime and I don't want any added layers. So I am just taking a really shimmery, basic, beigey white color, which I'm sure everybody can find in their makeup drawer. If not, Honest Beauty has great eyeshadows that you can get online and some Ulta stores. I know that. So I just put that all over the bottom and the middle. I didn't even go up to the top of my brow. All right, done with that color. Now I'm going to get into the fun eyeshadow. I use a very flimsy, round-edged brush for your crease. I'm going to take this color, this cream. It's orange soda. To be honest, it's orange soda. And I'm going to put it on the brush, and then I'm going to put it in my arch. And it's really light, so you really can't make that much mistakes. Mind you, I've just watched the video over and over again, so I've actually never done this exactly like her. Kind of bringing it into the corner as you go. Windshield wiper motions. Sweep, 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 sweep. Again, this is just kind of a base for the crease. This look is not really focused on the crease. It's more of a smoky eye, so it goes dark to light. So now we're going to get right into the emerald color. This is a really green with a tiny bit of shimmer. It's not matte, but it's not super shimmery either. And I'm just going to put it on the lower part of my eyes till about where the eyeball meets the brow bone. I'm just going to pack it on because that's what she does. And this takes a bit of work because you got to build it a little. Hers is a little bit darker than what mine will probably be because I am not a 19-year-old hot model on Instagram. I'm a mom, so I'll probably dumb it down just a little. So I am just patting it on with a flat brush with a rounded oval edge that I got from Elf at Target for probably $1. And I just keep it simple. It's not perfect right now. This is kind of the brush I'm talking about. Something flatter. You don't want something super fluffy. You want something dense, flat. Okay. Other eye. We're just going to do this. I really like green for dark-eyed people. So like if your eyes are really brown or dark green or dark blue, green really helps to bring out that color. My eyes are blue, so technically green is probably not the color to put on my eyes to make them pop, but my eyes are also kind of murky green in certain lighting, so it kind of, whatever. I'm all for people like using eyeshadows that bring out their eye color, but if you want to wear blue eyeshadow and your eyes are brown, and even though that's technically a faux pas in the beauty world, do it. I mean, it's eyeshadow. Wear whatever you feel makes you feel great and awesome. So a couple of layers. And I feel like I look like a drag queen, but it's kind of cool because I never do this kind of a look. So there is the emerald color. And then now I'm going to take, I had to look at the color. I apologize in advance. I knew the colors. I think it's called, oh, this is Carmelo. This is Carmelo. I can remember that. You take that fluffy brush you used for the cream soda or the orange soda. I'll put everything linked below. It's all from Sephora. And I go through the arch. And this is where you blend, blend, blend. You're going right where that orange soda, cream soda was, and you're just kind of making it darker and more deeper. And you just, this is the part where you blend until you can't blend no more. Going kind of in the corner of your eye is what she did. Mind you, I'm just going off of her. I've watched the video several times over the last couple days, thinking, will I do this? Can I pull this look off? And finally, I'm just going to do it in front of y'all, because why not? Going in, blending, blending, blending. I don't have a really strong arch naturally, so this is where it's good to make sure that I blend pretty so it looks like I have more of a defined eye and not such a pitted lid, which isn't a bad thing, it's just challenging. I am now going to go with what she said again. After you've blended the caramel color, you're going to go back to the emerald color with your flat brush that you used before, and you're just going to kind of top it off where it needs it, kind of more in the middle. This is really turning out quite nice. I mean, it's obviously not her level, but I like it. Okay. And then this is where I'm going to go off the cusp and go different than her. She went kind of extreme lashes and super dark liners, and I'm going to do a little more meek, a little more simple. So I feel like that's good enough. And so I'm going to take this shimmery color, which I don't know the name. I'll link it below so you'll know exactly what it is. And I'm going to take a clean rounded brush that is, I believe, Lancome. It came in a kit, and it's great. And I'm just going to take, I'm just going to take the corners of my eye area and add a little shimmer. To really pound it on here because it's more of a shimmer eyeshadow anyways. It's not so much about depth, it just kind of gives a shimmer. And then a little on top of the green, just a little to add a little shimmer. Okay, so with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish with that, and now I'm going to get into some of my face, and then we'll finish my eyes. So now that my face has had time to kind of really adhere to itself, I'm going to take some mascara, which is my favorite contour and highlight creamers ever. I love it. I'm going to take a little bit of the brown colors on my finger, and I'm just going to make a simple line down my middle of my cheek, between my cheekbones and the rest of my face. And it's very simple. I will use my buff brush. Contouring, highlighting is a great thing. Again, in the summertime, I am not adding a bunch of layers to my face. Again, like I said, I sweat and I don't want that. So I avoid that at all costs. So that's the most contour I'll do, cream-wise. And then I take my beloved Bobbi Brown bronzer in medium 2. This is the medium color. Even though it says medium 2, there's only one medium. And I'm going to use my much loved, used for 6 years now, maybe 7, Clinique bronzer brush, which I believe every woman should have. It's the best. There might be better ones out since then, but I can't get away from this, and it cleans so well. And I'm just going to go on the top of my cheeks and add, this is how I'm going to contour. It's simple, it's easy, it's one color to think about, it's buildable. I'm just adding warmth to my face. And then, done with Bobbi Brown. Now we're going to go into my newer product. I've had it for about a month, my Glow Kit. It's the That Glow version of the Glow Kit. There's 3 different versions. I'm going to be using Sunburst on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit of bronzer where my bronzer is, and maybe some bubbly. They're all good. I'm going to use some golden bronze, the darker, on where I just put my dark brown on for my Bobbi Brown. And then I'm going to take my beloved MAC 133 brush, which is amazing. I ordered it online a couple months ago, and I use it every single day that I put makeup on. I'm going to use this to highlight. Highlighters are so great, and I love both cream and I like powder. But I'm gonna be honest. Powder is my favorite for highlighters. I like contour. I like both. I like cream and powder. But when it comes to highlight, I really like this Anastasia kit. So I just ended up using the top two. Love this. Highly recommend picking that up if you're a highlight person and or you like a shimmery look. Mind you, the more shimmer you put on the face, the older you will look. So if you have a lot of wrinkles on your face or set-in wrinkles, they will do nothing for you. So be very aware of that. If you have a more smoother face, it's great. If you do want to use like a highlighter, but you do have a lot of wrinkles or older skin, use cream. Don't use powder. That's my little tidbit there. Now we're going to go back to eyes. We got to line our eyes, and then we have to do our lips. I am going to do a totally different eye again, so I'm going to be using this Sephora $12, which is a great deal, liquid liner. It's supposedly 24 hours, which I don't believe that for a lick of a second. And I'm just going to line my eyes. She does a wing, and I love the look of wings on people. Oh, I love it. But for my eyes, wings, though I can do a wing really well, I find that an extreme wing, I just did a little bit of a wing, you can barely see it. Just add a little bit of emphasis. On my eyes, and I don't know, I just don't feel exactly like it does anything specific to my eyes except later on cause more smear or, runoff. So I just line the top of my eyes as close as I can to the eyelashes, keeping it as smooth as possible. Again, I don't use this kind of liner ever. I just got it because the chick that Laura always uses liquid liner. So I thought maybe I did used to use liquid liner all the time in high school, all the time. But then I realized that there was other stuff out there. So now I'm going to curl my lashes with my Revlon curler. I don't do it very long because my lashes are very long naturally, and they naturally curl, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm not, they just do, so I don't have to hold it that much, but feel free to hold it longer on there. I do love curling my lashes though, because they really do help. Using my absolute favorite mascara of all time, the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in the neat pink tube. This is my third tube, and that is saying a lot because I'm one of those girls that will buy new mascara all the time if I see something new. But this last, I would say, 16 months, I have completely just said, nope, this is the best mascara. Don't mess with it. My only other contender would be Dior's. Any Dior, iconic, over curl, extreme. They have different ones. I love those just as well, but this is a few dollars cheaper. I believe this is $23 and Dior's are $29. So I'm all about saving a few extra bucks at Sephora. I don't know about you. So I'm just going to put on a few simple coats. It may look like I'm putting on more, but I didn't put a lot on the brush. And I am just going to coat my top and bottom lashes. In the summertime, again, I don't like to go too crazy with the eyelashes. Some people really like to add falsies and stuff. I am not a falsie wearer anyways because it's a pain in the butt. But also in the summertime, it's just added stuff to your face when it's hot. I, of course, blinked and got some on the bottom of my eye. So I'm going to clean that up. So then I'm going to be using... Let me think here. Do I need a line under my eyes? No, I don't really want that for summer because then it just smears off. Now I'm going to do lips. I'm going to do a simple nudish pink rosy lip because with a big smoky eye like this, you don't want to overdo it. And it's green, so you don't want to have red lips because then you might look like a Christmas tree. I'm just going to line my lips. I'm not overlining. I'm just lining the lips that I have, which are pretty full. And of course my lips are really smooth because I use lip balm all day long, so that helps to make it easier to put on lipstick. It really helps to keep your lips hydrated even in the summer. And I'm putting on Ashton by Beverly Hills. It's their liquid lipsticks. she kind of started, I believe she started the lipstick, the liquid lipstick trend, and then all the other celebrities jumped on board. I really like her stuff, but they have cheap versions now at drugstores that I heard are really good. But nothing seems to beat this. So it's Ashton, which is a very popular color. I'm going to let it dry, and I'm trying to think if there's one more thing I need to do to my face. I actually do want to add a little bit of liner. I'm going to do green. Why not make it different? So I'm going to take my flat brush that I used to pack on the green, and I'm just going to line the bottom of my eye. And I have a weird face when I do this, guys, because you have to. This is awesome. I'm so glad I tried something different. Yeah, that helps. Okay, so my hair is kind of messy, but that's okay. So I definitely think this is a fun look. Sorry, my camera is blurry, but it's kind of neat to try something different, and I think when I'm out, I'd feel pretty confident in this look because I feel like it's grown up, but it's not like too cat eye. It's still fun and girly, and I'm really, again, impressed by Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. This will not be the last purchase I get with them when it comes to their eyeshadows. I plan on collecting a lot more colors, maybe more neutrals for the future, or burgundies, and do like another video later on. I'm super impressed by her stuff. It blends perfectly. It really stays on, and I really, really, really love her stuff. I could not be more happier with her products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new, and or felt free to try something different, maybe a different eyeshadow color than what you normally do. And again, a shout out to Leth, or Leth. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. You do awesome videos, and you really inspire all kinds of girls, and one like me. All right, well, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching.